Okay, in this problem, we are going to find w, x, and y, the kite. So let's start with w. Okay. W has a central angle of 115 and is an arc, w, which should also be 115 degrees. Okay. Now, if these chords are the same, then there's a theorem that says their arcs are the same. So if this was 115, this is 115. Right? So far we have 115 and another 115. That's a total of how much so far? Let's see, it's 230 degrees from A through N all the way to G. And what's left over is right here, this arc here. So we'll take 360 minus 230 and see what's left over. 130 degrees. Okay, now that 130 degrees, because these two chords have been arced congruent, the arcs AI and GI are the same. So we can split this 130 into two equal pieces, or cut it in half. So it's 65 degrees. So Y should be 65 degrees. 41 says, what's wrong with this picture? Well, let's see here. If the radius is 18, if we kept on going, we'd have another 18. So the diameter would be 36. However, this chord is 37. For a chord, there's no way this chord can be bigger than the diameter, because the diameter is, by definition, the longest chord. So that's what's wrong with the picture. Okay, find D and E here. Let's see. What do we know? We know that this is a diameter, which means that it cuts the triangle in half. Okay, so 360 degrees. That yellow arc I just drew is now 180 degrees. 96 of it is up here, which means, let's see, 84 of it is right here. That's an 84 degree arc. That's an inscribed angle, so it should be half of the value of the arc that it inscribes. So E is 42 degrees. So if this angle is 20, they've had trouble getting the angle down in here, but this is, they're talking about this inscribed angle is 20, and this is 40 degrees. If that's 40 degrees, there's a lot of arc left before you get a total of 180. So you'll need a 140 degree arc to get the rest of the half circle. So D is 140 degrees. Okay, number 43. They want us to find, let's start with S, I think it'll be easier. And all these chords are equal, so I'm going to actually draw it to the center of the circle, like this. Okay, so we have a bunch of equal triangles, and they all have the same central angles. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. So we'll take 360 degrees, which is all of those are round, divide by 6 of them, and get 60 degrees. So that means that any one of these central angles is 60 degrees. So what's the arc? That should be the same. 60 degrees. Right. Now, to answer what R is, that means this is 60 degrees, and this chord catches an arc, and if the chords are the same, the arcs are the same, so this is 60 degrees, that's 60 degrees, and that's 60 degrees. And this angle R is an inscribed angle that catches the sum total of all these arcs, 60, 60, 60, and 60. So that total arc measure is what? 240. 60, 60, 60, and 60 is 240 degrees. And the angle that inscribes that big green should be half of it. So we have 100, so R is 120 degrees. Okay, now on to the next one, 44. Let's see here. What do we know? 120 degree central angle, so this is a 120 degree arc from A to B. Okay. 98 degree central angle, so this is a 98 degree arc right there. Okay. They also tell us that the lines are parallel. So, the blue arc, dark blue arc, and the red one down here make up a lot of the circle, but not all 360 degrees. So let's see what we have so far. We have 120 plus 98, 218 degrees. 360 degrees, take away 218 is what's left over. So that would be 142 degrees. Okay, so that means there's 142 degrees that is being shared by this arc and this arc. And if these lines are parallel, there's a theorem that says that these arcs are equal. So we can split this up, divide it by 2. And we find that arc P is equal to, cut that in half, 71 degrees. Okay, so that's half of what they wanted, P. Now Q isn't too bad. If we look at this triangle, there's a radius and a radius. So what does that mean? It means this is an isosceles triangle. So basically, I kind of clear this up because it's kind of messy. But you're looking at an isosceles triangle right here. So the base angles have to be equal. So out of the 180 degrees in this little triangle, 98 of it's up at the vertex angle. Subtract that off. Is that 82? 82 degrees is the sum of these two angles, and since it's isosceles, the base angles have to be equal. So we'll cut it in half, and Q ends up being 41 degrees. Okay, and what's wrong with this picture? Let's see. This one's. If you look at this angle right here, it inscribes this arc. I'm going to put a label A. So it inscribes arc AB. It means arc AB, since it's an inscribed angle, should be double or 70 degrees. Well, wait a second. This angle over here inscribes the exact same arc. So, shouldn't these angles have to be the same then? Yes, they should, and that's what's wrong with the picture.